Hi, and welcome to Josh and Tim Talk Sports. I'm Tim Shire.
I'm Josh Stone.
We got Tommy Shire back with us this week, and my broadcast partner, Chuck Kolchuk,
Doing?
excellent bowling coach.
Thank you.
So,
Excellent broadcaster.
yeah, I don't know. It's
He's pointing at me.
Oh.
Even though
so we got quite a bit today. It's gonna be Wildcard weekend. I will not call it what the NFL calls it.
That's super.
No, I
It is
won't
so
do it.
dumb that they do that.
They're so, oh my gosh, they live on hype.
I think they do it because they're playing Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Isn't that the reason?
Well, that's when they started it, yeah. But
There's no need to play Monday. I don't like that.
I don't understand that either.
yeah, well,
Because what if that team has to play Sunday the next week? They
Right.
got less
well, they
rest.
play on Sunday the next week. They don't. You're guaranteed
less
if you play
rest.
Sunday night, you're not playing Saturday the next week. So, but you got to win on Monday night to get to Sunday, which a certain team didn't do last year. So we'll see. But so we got we're going to start with the Cavs are now 21-15.
Yeah, they're playing much better.
Yeah, well, I mean, they played Washington. They're terrible, but a win's a win. And then, San Antonio, they barely beat Sunday. They barely beat them.
Jared Allen had a nice block on them. Been over
Yeah.
Well,
there.
they won. He locked him then, too.
No, he's 7'4". He should block people.
I guess he is.
Hey, if he's as good as they were saying, though, shouldn't they have more than 5 wins?
Six.
Yeah,
Yes, I believe.
6,
You
no,
watch-
5.
You watch him individually play?
But they had more than that last
Well,
year.
yeah, but he's supposed to be as good as LeBron, right? He's supposed to be
really good.
as good as LeBron.
Yeah, they
was.
did say
LeBron
that.
would have never had a team with 5 wins as long as
Their record's worse than last year at this time.
I believe it.
Kind of makes you wonder. I don't know.
There's
I don't know.
He's got no supporting cast.
No, he doesn't.
No.
Okay,
I feel like-
so-
and he
He's
doesn't
got
play the whole
Keldon
game.
Johnson. That's
He
about
played
it.
24 minutes against the Cavs.
Yeah, that's probably what he
It's just like,
averages.
what?
Did he get in foul trouble?
I don't think so.
No,
But so-
he's just big and I gotta rest him. I don't know.
Oh, he's young though.
Zion
Jeez.
Williamson
Yeah.
type beat.
All right, well,
Huh.
That's just because he's fat.
Yeah.
Geez, Kareem played like 35 minutes when he was 40. I don't know how they. But all right, well, we got the Brooklyn Nets. Oh my gosh, the Brooklyn Nets. They play in Paris on Thursday at 2:00.
Harris. I did hear about that.
Yeah,
they're
you didn't know that.
France.
He said he did.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
said
Okay. There's only 2 games a year international. There were 6 NFL games international. There's only 2 NBA games, but I bet nobody really, will act like they care about them. And by the way, I thought of this a couple weeks ago. I hear a lot of people say, well, there's 162 baseball games. That's why I might watch a football game instead, Monday Night Football. Well, guess what? How about this? There's 272 NFL games a year. If your team, if you won't watch them during baseball or basketball, there's not as many of those as there are NFL games. So maybe you ought to watch your team.
Who the hell's watching 200 and whatever NFL games?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
You think that you can watch all the same?
Okay,
We put all these games
okay.
on at 1
Well, how
o'clock
about
and
this?
watch them.
Oh, how about this? There are at least 5 games on a week nationally. Okay? 5 times 18, what is that?
I don't know, bad math. Close to
I'm
200.
not a quick man.
190.
It's over 81.
190, right?
90.
90.
Yeah.
not
How about
190.
that?
90.
Isn't that something?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's still less than 162.
But it's more than 81 or 82.
So, well, basketball.
No, the point is,
Football is more fun to watch every day.
Okay.
It is.
All right,
No,
just admit that.
No, I just did.
Okay.
You know I love baseball.
I
You
don't.
know I love baseball.
Okay. One thing we know on this show is I'm going to complain about this almost every week. Okay.
We do know.
Okay.
Yes.
Come on. It's almost as predictable as Aaron Rodgers going on Pat McAfee and making a fool of himself.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Okay.
what?
And Pat
Why does
McAfee
he
and
feel
Pat
he's
McAfee
talking about
ripping him
coach on
apart
every 10
after.
minutes?
Yeah.
That dude is
Oh
my
my! You didn't get
gosh.
it. We understand.
I don't know if you guys saw today.
Nobody cares.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
it. You know, Pat McAfee was so disgusted today when he went on his 20-minute rant. You could just tell, like, it was driving him nuts. Like, he wanted to knock something over, Pat McAfee. You could tell. It was, it was crazy. And I didn't even care what he was talking about. It's like, you are not the kind of person that somebody wants to hear for 20 minutes straight. Because the way you talk is
Well, Aaron
boring.
Rodgers thinks he's smarter than the
Oh, he
doctor.
does. That's what he does. He talks down to everybody. He does. He does. So, but I mean, and I'm not talking about, I don't care what he stands for because everybody's allowed to have an opinion, but geez, give it up
It's a sports
already.
show, no?
He is the most important person in the world.
Oh, he definitely is. Oh, he definitely
It's
is.
literally a sports show, and he talks about it every
God,
time
it
he's
was
on there.
horrible. It was terrible today. And then, damn AJ Hawk. He was done talking about it, and damn AJ Hawk says, "Could you tell us how you feel about Dr. Fauci?" Oh my God! And as soon as he said that, Pat McAfee was like, "Thanks,
Dude,
AJ."
shut up.
Thanks, AJ.
I like AJ
It
Hawk.
was terrible. It was so
he
bad.
looks a lot younger than he
It was
He
so
still looks
bad.
like he's in his 20s.
But speaking of Pat McAfee, that guy who tried to embarrass CJ Stroud yesterday on Pat McAfee's show, I don't even know the guy's name. I don't want to know his name. I've only been watching the show a couple weeks. And the first day I watched it, I'm like, where's this guy from? The 70s? He's got a mullet. And he's a Patriots fan. And he really was disrespectful, I thought, yesterday to CJ Stroud. And but CJ Stroud seemed to I feel like he's used it as motivation.
My thought here is,
Probably.
my thing about it is I see this whole clip, and I'm like, where are you seeing people saying that? Like, nobody's talking about, oh yeah, they're just going to win.
Are
Nobody's
you
saying
kidding me?
Maybe a few idiots. Most people aren't saying it.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Most people aren't saying it.
They're
It's
bas-
that simple. Most people are not saying it.
I watch two different news
Good
stations
Lord.
every day, and they're basically saying, well, it's not,
National media.
it's going to be hard. No.
No,
Channel
that guy
3 and
said
Channel
national
8.
media.
Well, Channel 3 and Channel 8, it's not going to be easy, but we'll move on. Like both of them. It's like, give me a break. You
They
don't
could-
know that for sure.
They could very well lose, and people
Very
know that.
well.
Okay, just because idiots are saying it
All right.
doesn't
So
mean everybody is.
The whole weekend is open.
Yeah.
Any team
It's
will
playoff football.
I think you're right. Yeah. Well, I set the Packers.
Wow.
They're going to beat the Cowboys.
Well, maybe they will.
They might, but
There's a chance.
I don't know.
They did.
So-
when they had that stupid guy that was on the Pat McAfee show.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
I feel like if you played
But he
Jordan
also
Love,
lied.
it's
He
gonna
lost
be
to the Buccaneers in the playoffs. He did when they were pretty big favorites.
Yeah.
So we've got
He couldn't get him into the playoffs the last game of the year last year.
No,
really
Jordan
couldn't.
Love did.
He
Jordan
couldn't, yeah.
Love,
He
baby.
did, didn't he?
J-Lo.
So
Yeah,
I got
baby. Come on.
one last thing. I've seen a lot of Browns fans this last week. Look, the NFL, as well as every other sport, has division play, and the division winner gets the higher seed and the advantage in the first
You know
round.
what's crazy?
So how about we just shut up about, oh, Houston shouldn't have the home game. The Browns should have the home game.
You think Browns fans are the only one who've done that?
Yeah.
Chargers petitioned the NFL last year.
Well, did it work? No.
It
Because
shouldn't.
you know what?
it shouldn't work.
Because
Right.
you know
But
what?
they petitioned the NFL. The Browns didn't do that.
Let me tell you something. If the Browns were in the opposite position,
People
Browns
would be
fans
happy.
would be
No,
fighting
I
for it.
100% agree. They
it's
would be happy.
bullcrap.
The fact of the matter is, though, you act like the Browns are the only one.
Well, I
doing
gotta
it.
tell
The
you, I
Chargers
will say,
petitioned the
I
NFL.
will say, in a couple Browns
actual
groups,
team.
that I look at on Facebook, there have been people just like me that have said, people that are my age, I assume, well, the Browns won the division at 8-8 in 1985, and no one responds back because they look dumb. That's how it goes.
That was
you know,
almost 40 years ago.
oh God.
But I mean, things
It
change.
doesn't
The point of the
matter.
matter is, it shouldn't change. Like, it's just dumb.
Well, they've added teams, so they've added wild cards too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if you look back to 1985, I think there was only 1 or 2 wild cards, and there were 3 divisions. So the Browns would have barely made the playoffs this year. They would
They
have.
would have been the first wild card, so they would have made it.
Well,
pretty
yeah.
easy.
Well. Oh.
3 years ago, there was 2 only.
God. Well, it's about time they make it easy.
You're
Okay.
right, it is. It really is.
Okay.
It really is.
It's about time.
It is about time.
So we got the. I did some.
Next time, okay, so didn't do it recently. Didn't the Guardians make the playoffs as the last wild card, or when they were the Indians and that happened?
Yeah, they did.
Right. I don't
They did.
remember you
They
saying
won-
that. Like,
Well,
that.
you know what,
They won the
Tom?
last 10 games of the season.
I remember
But you know
that,
what, Tom? They make it regularly.
Not then. Not at that
They
point.
make it
Not at
regular.
that
Well, they
point.
had made it. Okay, they made the ALCS 6 years earlier. When's the last time the Browns made the AFC
Well, a long
championship?
time.
Yeah, a long time.
I'm comparing. I'm
Yeah.
just saying you didn't say
Well,
that.
you were comparing because
But
you brought it
didn't
up.
say that
Brought it
they
up.
barely made it.
But
Right.
we know they're the bastard child in Cleveland anyway. So
the
what's,
Cavs
what's
are.
it matter?
The Cavs are. Are you kidding me?
They sell out every game.
Yeah, teams
They've got
that
the
sell
longest
out.
streak in the NBA.
It's probably the Guardians.
They've got the
It's the
longest streak.
Cavs.
I think it's the Guardians now. Yeah. Records from last season compared to this year. I did some checking, and what we
Almost
got.
every- You've done better, actually.
Well, no,
Chuck isn't, I don't think.
Oh, wow.
not
But
by a
not
lot.
by a lot.
It's
No,
still
it's
a
gotta
pretty
be
good
close, though,
percentage.
right?
It's still a
You've
pretty
done
good
more
percentage.
games than all of last year
So,
already.
well, we've done 12 more. Okay, but we're also not done yet. We also have 13 more games to go. Okay, so actually we're gonna end up doing only one more game because remember, I would text you guys for 2 high school games before we started. Remember,
Yes.
and Josh and I would talk about them on those shows. That was like 3 weeks, I think we did that. So the records last year. Chuck, you were 199 and 113 and 2. Remember, we had 2 ties. Can you believe that? Are you kidding me? And we had you had a 634 winning percentage. Okay, so this year 622.
Winning percentage.
Yeah, 622 winning
Pretty
percentage.
close.
203. You have 4 more wins than last year, and 123 losses. Okay, so Josh, I'm going by the standings from last year. Let me finish. Josh, you last season were 631 winning percentage, 198, 114, and 2. This season, 641, 209, and 117. Okay. So Tommy last season, 621. So actually, Tommy last year was worse than you are this year, Chuck, with his percentage. Well, so was I. We'll get to that.
Tony.
We'll get to that. Oh yeah, Tony. That's true, Tony. Yeah, but we got Tommy was 195, 117, and 2, 621 winning percentage. This year he is 208 and 118 with a 638 winning percentage.
It's your game ahead of me only right now.
Now the big jump on the fourth system. Okay, finally found one that worked. Oh, also, before we get to that, there have only been, well, Josh was tied 1 week, but all 18 weeks, either Tommy or me have been in first place this year. I've been in first place since week 10,
I was week
Which I
1
can't
through 10
believe.
and then flailed.
which I can't believe it. So, yeah, you were tied early with Tommy 1 week.
I think the
But,
second,
uh,
I think the second week, yeah.
So, but last season I had a 579 winning percentage.
Still about 500.
Think about that, though.
Yeah, but it picks.
Think about that. That was 42 points below the
No
next
spread.
person. 182, 130, and 2. That's not good.
Yeah.
No, that's not good. But then when you improve 86 points and you have a 665 winning percentage, 217 and 109. That's what I have this year.
Nice.
It looks like I finally found the right system.
Yeah. Sounds right.
That's if I remember to use it next year when we start. But and this is where we're at right now. If I get one more win, if I get one more game right. Okay, wait. No, I know what it is. I just want to do it. Tommy has to tie me this week, or he's done. If I get one more win than you, it's over. Then I'm clinched.
Wow.
Already.
And you're
So-
This is early.
And I have been eliminated.
Yeah, I
Oh,
didn't want to say it, Sean.
Come on.
I will.
Hey,
Everybody was wondering.
No.
You didn't mention him.
Just say you did
you have the number one pick in both with the fantasy football leagues, Chuck. And remember, the one league's no keepers, so
Yeah.
everybody's open.
Yeah.
And the other league, even though there's keepers, there's always a lot of guys available. So you can build a team pretty quick. Even in my league, even in the regular Wycliffe league that I won, I might not keep 25 guys because I lost 5 games in a row to end the regular season. I can't believe I won the championship. It's like unbelievable. That's how luck. It's almost like the real playoffs. Like, how did this happen?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But so I've got this now. We're gonna make our picks.
Hey, you didn't laugh while reading Chuck's.
I didn't. No, I talked about it to myself today.
Yeah.
I did. I said, Tim, you can't laugh to me, you dumbass.
About what?
Oh, like the last 3 weeks, I've laughed when I've given where the fuck is in the standings.
Why?
I don't know.
We don't know. Great work.
What the heck?
Great work.
You're not doing that.
That's some mental toughness right there.
Gosh.
I overcame.
Yes.
I overcame.
Yes.
JJ McCarthy, like he overcame.
Oh,
Every-
God.
I didn't meditate like that.
If you're
They
gonna
act like
meditate,
Act like he's the only guy that ever
if you're gonna
meditated.
meditate, why would you do it in front of 60,000 people instead of doing it in the locker room?
Because he's a loser.
Yep.
Loser.
Wow.
Okay.
Winner, but a loser.
He's no, I'm gonna vacate him.
So,
Self-absorbed.
all right. So there's this woman on NFL Network, Cynthia Freudland, and she goes by math percentages. Okay, and she predicts the season before they start, and she's really accurate a lot of times. Like in 2020, before the season started, this is crazy. This worked out this way. She said Tampa Bay would lose to New Orleans twice in the regular season, come in second place, be 11-5. That's what they were, and they would beat New Orleans in the first round, and they did. Yes, like she's really. I mean, she does get things wrong sometimes, but it's crazy how
Super
accurate she
accurate,
is.
yeah.
I just wanted to, say how accurate she is before I read these things. Believe me, when I saw this earlier today, as I scrolled down, I was like, are you kidding me? Okay. Here are her odds to win the Super Bowl. Okay. She's got San Francisco, 19.4. Okay. Percent. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, percentage. She's got Baltimore, 18.5. Okay. Buffalo, 14.3.
Wow.
Kansas City, 10.5.
They're losing this week.
Dallas, 9.9. Detroit, 8.5. Now you're gonna crap your pants.
She's not giving the Browns a chance.
Tampa Bay, 4.8. Browns, 4.4.
I love it.
And then she's got the Dolphins, 2.6. And the Eagles, 2.6. Rams, 2.2. That's the one I disagree with the most.
Really.
Because I feel like the Rams, I don't know. If they can get by the Lions this week, you just never know. with Pook on their team. You just don't
Yeah.
know. You know.
Matthew Stafford is a Super Bowl winner.
Well, yeah, he is. He
He
is.
is gonna get there.
And he's played in Detroit once or twice.
Yes, he has. Maybe even 3 times.
Yeah. And then Houston 1.7. Packers, you guys will love this. Packers 0.4
Yeah.
and Steelers 0.2.
Yeah.
So,
I agree with that one the most, I think.
I think
so I was stunned that she had them ahead of the Browns. But I was watching ESPN today too. And those guys on there that previewed the game, they both picked Tampa Bay.
yeah,
Because
the
they
NFC is
said
just
Philadelphia
so wild
is-
right now.
Well, Philadelphia's collapsed.
Yeah,
They've
wild.
collapsed.
It's wild.
Stephen A. Smith picked the Buccaneers, which really stunned me. But you know, so
Stephen A. hates the Cowboys.
Yeah.
well, yeah. So he would pick the Eagles, you would think, right?
You would think, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, but it was crazy. So I saw those odds. I just those odds came like a couple, like an hour ago. So I put them in there. I you know, but so here we go with the games. We've got, you know what? And how about we have Caleb do her picks off to the side? You want to do your picks off to the side, Caleb? Tommy's girlfriend Kayla is here, and my beautiful granddaughter PJ is here. She's watching Bluey though. You know, yeah, you know,
Very important
Yeah.
program.
Bluey, most streamed program in the world
I believe it.
this past year.
My girlfriend watches Blue.
Does she?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a great show.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great
It's
show.
a good one.
Has she seen the hippie episode?
Probably.
Oh, it's so good.
Uh,
Oh,
There's new
it's,
episodes coming
it's
out.
one of
this
my.
week, I think.
Are they really? Oh, it's such a good. It's so good. It's just such a good show.
Quality television.
So we've got the first game. Well,
Not quite
the
SpongeBob.
first. We're not going to talk about the first game first because we, save that to the end. But the Peacock streaming game that people are having a stroke over because, look, if it's going to be shown in Kansas City and Miami on the local station, so if you really want to see it that bad, pay the $5.99. And let me tell you, Peacock's that's a pretty good streaming channel.
It is.
It's got Big Ten, all the Big Ten now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I have to have it. Murder Shoot on Sundays.
Oh,
Do you know what that is?
it's good. It's a good show.
Angela
Oh,
Lansbury.
so good.
It's good show.
Cabot Cove. Oh, what a place.
Angela Lansbury.
What a murder capital of the world. That's what they used to promote it as. But all right, so we got the Miami Dolphins at the Kansas City Chiefs. So I did research on all the teams, all the games. It was fun. I love stats, So the Dolphins and Chiefs have played 3 times in the postseason. The Dolphins have won all 3. 1971 in Kansas City, the Dolphins won 27-24. In 1991 in Miami, the Dolphins won 17-16. And in 1994, think of 91 and 94. They won 27-17. You know who the coach was. That poor guy.
Yeah.
I know I was rooting for the Chiefs. Marty Shot.
Marty.
Oh, that's your guy.
Just couldn't do
That's
it.
your guy.
Oh, that's the most. He is the most excited I ever got about a coaching interview. When Buccaneers were going to hire him, or were going to interview him after the Chiefs, after he left the Chargers. He didn't get the job, but I was very disappointed that he didn't get the job. But I love Marty Schottenheimer, and but they've never beaten them. They have never beaten them. So let's have Kayla give her pick first. The guest off to the side. What do you got, Kayla? Yeah. You know what,
She's got the
Kayla?
Chiefs.
I agree with you. I believe the Chiefs are going to end that streak. Those guys, they're sick of losing to them in the playoffs.
Yeah.
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 Most of them weren't even alive, but they're sick of losing to them in the playoffs. So I'm not sure how many of them guys were live. You got
That's a good point.
any guys that are over 30 on the roster. That's it. And there's probably not very many of those.
Maybe an lineman or something.
Maybe, probably like an offensive line or defensive lineman, maybe. That's it. I can't think of anybody else on that team that's over 30.
Oh, Kelsey's over 30.
Is he? Is he? Okay. So Travis Kelsey, okay. But all right, so I'm picking the Chiefs. What do you got, Tommy?
I got the team who has the better running backs in a horrible snowstorm. Let me get the Dolphins.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. What have you got, Josh?
I think the Dolphins have turned themselves into a really complete football team. With that being said, I'm going to go with my Super Bowl champs, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Chuck, what do you got?
I'm going with the experience. Kansas City.
Yeah. You know, it's also a huge factor we talked about today. In the one show I was watching, their two best players are out now on defense. The Dolphins,
Yeah.
Chubb and hurt the other night. I think it's a guy.
Jerome Baker. Baker?
Oh,
Yeah, it was somebody else. I think.
Was it?
No, I think it
was
was
it? What, their two best linebackers?
Yeah. Oh, that's one thing I wanted to mention too. They have more guys on the IR now than the Browns. Just wanted to mention that. But we've got
They've
the
sucked once those
well,
guys won.
you know. Okay.
Let's hope they win, though.
Bills at Steelers. You picked the Chiefs too, right?
No.
You picked the Dolphins. Oh, you did.
It's
You picked
supposed
the
to be
Dolphins.
an absolute snowstorm,
You're the only one
and the Chiefs, they have better running backs.
Yeah,
than the
Clyde
Chiefs.
Edwards-Helaire.
He's
Yes.
And what about
He's been
What about
terrible. Yeah, I know.
Isaac Pacheco?
The
Oh
Dolphins
my
have
God,
better
Jared
running backs.
McKinnon.
And he's
Dolphins
on
have
the
Wolves
IR.
are-
He's
He's
on
on
the
the
IR.
IR.
Oh, that's my guy.
That's
my guy.
But Isaac Pacheco. See, I had him on my fantasy team a couple of years ago. I picked him up because Troy Aikman talked about him on Monday night, saying he was going to be really good.
Probably
And
last
I'm
year.
like, I'm picking him up.
Yeah.
But then I had a roster problem, and I had to let him go. And I think Phil Mata picked him up right away.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and so I lost him. But I've given him a nickname. And it's kind of odd. It might sound weird, but shortened Isaac and shortened Pacheco. Ice Patch.
I like it.
Yeah, Ice
I like it.
It's like an eye patch.
Ice Patch. So now when you see him run the ball, that's Ice Patch. Okay?
He runs angry.
And he runs like he's been poked in the eye.
He runs.
Oh, I am a card.
He runs like
Oh my-
he runs like he's trying to put holes in the ground. Though, honestly, he
You want a
run
guy
angry.
like that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's no Kareem Hunt. He's not. And I'm saying that. He's not.
Yeah.
I'd still take Kareem Hunt over him. And I wouldn't doubt if the Chiefs fans would.
Yeah.
But so let's move on to the next affair. We've got the Steelers at Steelers at the Bills. Well, I screwed that one up because I had it backwards. The Steelers at the Bills. Okay, so here we go. The Steelers and the Bills have played 3 times also in the postseason. And the Steelers have won 2 of 3. First matchup was 1974. The Steelers won 32-14. That had to be a Joe Ferguson, O.J. Simpson game. Yeah. 1993. Now this is the K gun offense. Bills. They beat Pittsburgh 24-3 in 1993, and then in 1996, Pittsburgh won in Pittsburgh 40-21. They won the Super Bowl, didn't they? I think they won the Super Bowl. So yeah. So, but what do you got, Kayla? The Bills. Okay, she's got the Bills. I you know what? I do too. And look, the Bills have a tendency of not showing up.
Yeah.
They do. But you know what? I feel like at this point I can afford to get a game wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not picking the Steelers.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm not.
Yeah.
Screw the Steelers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well said.
Mike Tomlin's last game is going to be a loss.
I like it.
What do you got, Josh?
Well said.
Your namesake is the quarterback for the Bills.
Yeah, well, I say this with full
Will you
offense.
name
I
that?
say this with full offense to Pittsburgh. Okay, I don't care if I get this wrong.
Full offense.
Full offense. Even if the Bills don't show up, they're still winning this game.
Yeah, let's hope. Oh, hey, you know what?
I'll be
Since
wrong,
Mason
whatever.
Rudolph's been the
Oh, I get to
quarterback,
pick?
hold on. Since Mason Rudolph's been the quarterback, he has an amazing quarterback rating. He's got double the quarterback rating of Pickett and Trubisky. Double. 73.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
You're acting like he's
Yeah.
not reincarnated.
I was like, what? Are you kidding me? But I agree with Mike Tomlin when he said today is I'm going to go with the hot hand. And that's, you have to. At this point, you have to. So, Tom.
Bills, baby.
All right. Bills. What have you got, Chuck?
I can't go with Pittsburgh.
Boy, I don't understand why nobody's picking Pittsburgh.
Unbelievable.
It's crazy, isn't it? Okay, so here's another one. We got the Packers and the Cowpokes in Dallas. There's some history here. They have played 8 times in the playoffs. They're 4-4.
Ooh.
The second time they played in the playoffs, 12/31/1967. I was 2 months old. They played on the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field. Temperature at game time was -13, -23 with the wind chill.
It's cold as heck.
The Packers won to go to Super Bowl II, 21-17. Hey, that was our best attempt. I thought, that guy is a legend. That guy is a legend. So we've got, I mean, even though I can't stand them, I'm gonna wait until Kayla gives her. What do you got? Packers and Cowboys. There we go. The Pokes. I got the Pokes here. What do you got, Josh?
The Cowboys got to win one before they lose, right? So I got the Cowboys here.
Yeah, they usually do that, don't they?
Yeah.
They'll lose next week to you. I'm joking. Okay. You don't talk shit. Playoff.
What does Tommy have?
Go on,
also
Tom, what
have
you got?
The Cowboys of Dallas.
Okay. And a Chuck?
Well, I did have the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, you did.
One
You did.
One team I have surviving.
Something's got to work, Chuck.
Yeah, you gotta get something.
I gotta stick with the Cowboys.
Well, we're going with hickory dickory dash, huh? Okay. So there we go. We got clean sweeps. So no, we don't because
No.
Tommy picked the Finns. All right. So now this game is this game's gonna be fun as shit.
Well,
I'm
hey,
sorry.
wow,
This
wow,
game's
wow.
gonna be so fun. You know, Pat McAfee has a counter for how many times the F word is used. Yeah, it's so great.
Sounds right.
And they don't bleep it either.
Really?
They don't bleep it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So the Rams at the Lions, the Staffords at the Goffs. And we got some interesting stats here too. I came up with. I looked back on NFL history, which I love. I love history of any sport. You know, I probably know more hockey history than I should since I know nothing about how to play the game. But here we go. They have met only one time in the playoffs.
Detroit don't make it
Because
very
Detroit
often.
don't make it.
But think about this. One time, and they've both been in the league the same amount of time.
Wow.
Almost 90 years.
It happens in one of them don't make it.
Well, well,
Back in the day, they made it.
but that one time was 1952. And they beat the Rams 31-21 on December 21st, 1952, to win the NFL championship.
Wow.
Here's an interesting fact I came up with. The Cleveland Rams, which is the same Rams franchise, played the Lions 16 times while they were in Cleveland. And they were 8-8 against each other. So here we go with that. So, Kayla, who do you have? Rams at Lions? The Lions. Okay. Yep, I do too. What do you got, Josh?
That is a real tough game. I really honestly.
Oh, I agree.
I'm just gonna take the Lions.
Okay. Tom?
Rams. Sadly.
Okay.
Sadly, I would love for the Lions to win.
I can see this game going either way.
Didn't you pick the Lions against us? Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. That's right.
Pick the Buccaneers.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
have a bet on the Buccaneers that if they win the Super Bowl, I win $7,000.
That's good money.
All right. What do you got, Chuck?
I went with the Rams.
Did you?
I
Okay.
think,
All right.
Gosh darn it, that's not good for me.
Hey, it's better than a clean sweep because with a clean sweep, we've not done well.
Good for us, Tim.
Yeah, it is. I can eliminate him. I feel by that point.
I
he'll
am
be
eliminated.
I feel by that point he'll be eliminated already because the Bills are going to win. So,
Well, the Bills are
well,
definitely going to win. Well, I think the Dolphins are.
now we got the last two games. We got the last two games. We're gonna do this in the order of the games.
Okay.
We are.
Okay.
We are.
Okay.
Now we're gonna do the
Not
Browns.
going to hurt my feelings.
Browns at Texans. No, I mean, we've done this. We've done it. We always say the Browns
Yeah.
for last every week. So now we're gonna go with the Browns at the Houston Texans. Why did my thing scroll? Okay, Browns at the Houston Texans. All right. So the Browns are.
What?
I have.
It's talking about you.
Oh, okay. So I was going to say, I have reasons for my picks. I don't just try to be an asshole. Okay?
You don't try.
I don't. Well, you did on the first show.
I
You
did.
definitely did. So
Hey, what if I'm right?
the Browns are 7-7 all time against the Houston Texans. 3-5 in Houston. The Browns have never, ever in the history of the world beaten the Texans in the playoffs.
Texans also have not beaten the Browns.
It's true. It's true. They had that one tie. But so they both combined and played another team the next week. But no, so they've never played in the playoffs. The Texans have outscored the Browns in their 14 meetings by 26 points.
That's nothing. Combined?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Since the two teams, the current versions have never played a playoff game, I decided to go back and look at what the Browns did against the Oilers. Okay? And unfortunately, they've only played them once in the playoffs. And unfortunately, I was at the game. Yeah, it was cold. It was Marty's last game. And they beat the Browns 24-23. And I can't be sure, but I think he mismanaged the clock.
Which
Because you know how he was. He did mismanage the clock a lot. He's just not good at that. He's really good at every other phase of the game.
At that too. Like, I feel like that might be the easiest thing to be.
Well, he didn't get fired. They kind of mutually agreed because Modell wanted to bring in an offensive coordinator, remember? And Marty said no. And so then Marty went to Kansas City and had good success there and had an offensive coordinator, which was so good. But yeah.
The right choice there.
You know what? I think they both did.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
Did it work a little?
Marty saw that the roster was maybe going to go down. Marty saw that the roster was maybe going to go down now. And, he went to Kansas City and it worked.
Yeah.
And they did get to another AFC championship game with Bud Carson. Until Jim Donovan stabbed him in the back and got him fired. Yep, he did. He told him some stuff off the record, and Jim Donovan reported it on the air.
Oh.
Yes, he did.
Not
Jim Donovan.
cool, man.
And Bud Carson's wife worked at Channel 3 too.
Not cool.
Yep. Linda Carson, she was their consumer reporter. Oh, yeah. So, Browns at Texans. What do you got, Kayla?
Browns.
All right. I've got the Texans. I just feel like they've got their two best players back. Browns are without Hopkins. I just think that they're on the road. The defense has given up 31 points a game on the road.
They've been better on the road though the second half of the year.
Gave up a lot of points last week. It doesn't matter. They still gave them up.
Stop.
Oh,
Stop.
come on.
Stop. Stop.
Oh,
All right.
That
That's
don't
ridiculous.
sound
That's
right. That don't
argument.
sound
All right,
right.
let's see if the NFL's going to take that loss off for the all-time record.
Yeah, you think it counts with the guys that nobody
It was a
played.
friggin' joke, you guys. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. Oh, I forgot. Most of the Browns fan base is not
You don't
joking.
usually joke about the Browns. Usually you're saying stuff that's
So, yeah, I got the Texans. I have reasons for it. So I didn't just pick them just because you know.
what are the reasons actually?
I just said them.
Did you?
They have their two best players back.
Okay.
Dustin Hopkins is hurt, and Joe Flacco. That's another one. Joe Flacco is due. I'm sorry.
Joe Flacco was 5-0 on the road in his career. In the
Well,
playoffs.
You know what hurts in the playoffs? Turnovers. Guess who led the NFL in turnovers this year? Oh, the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, they did.
Yes,
You know what helps you in the playoffs?
what? Defense.
An experienced quarterback.
Well, it does. You're right.
Not a rookie.
You're right. That's true.
And
That's
you know I
true.
love CJ Stroud.
That's
Yeah,
true.
we love
I have a jersey.
All right, go on. So what do you got, Josh?
I think in a very tight game, this game can go either way. Another one of those tight games. I'm just gonna take the Browns.
Okay. Tommy.
Browns.
Okay.
Yeah. And it could be close, I'm sure.
Chuck.
Texans.
I think it'll be close. Houston does not have a good secondary. I think Flacco's going to be able to throw the ball pretty. So it'll be a close game. I think it's going to be a high scoring game, but I'm taking the Browns.
Okay. All right. So there we go. Well, you've got to be happy. At least there's not a clean sweep, because usually that doesn't work out well.
Sounds good.
But so if they win, you can thank me.
We will.
So the final game, which is the final game of the weekend, we've got the Eagles and the Buccaneers. They've played 5 times in the postseason. Tampa Bay's won 3 of the 5. In the 5 games combined, each team has scored 94 points. Yeah.
In
So that's
5 games.
real close.
Yeah.
Well, that's because they've had good defenses.
Yeah, that's true.
So, the Bucs are 2-1 in Tampa against them. The Bucs' first playoff win ever came in Tampa against the Eagles. No, that was in Philadelphia. Sorry. Came against them in Philadelphia. The Buccaneers won 24-17 on December 29th, 1979, to advance to the NFC Championship game. The Eagles won the next 2 playoff matchups. But the Buccaneers won on the last time they met. Wait, I got this mixed up. Okay. The Buccaneers then defeated the Eagles on January 12th, 2002, 31-9. The Eagles won that game.
They didn't. The Buccaneers.
No,
won
wait,
the
hold
Super
on a
Bowl.
second. I got this messed up. No, I got it messed up. No. That was. The Eagles won on January 12th, 2002. Tony Dungy's last game as the Bucs coach. He was fired 2 days later. He was a victim of his success, basically. So, and then 1 year later, on January 19th, 2003, the Bucs beat the Eagles in Philadelphia, 27-10, to advance to Super Bowl 37. 27 years of misery was over. And they won that, of course. Then they played again on... Okay, the Tony Dungy loss was I don't know what the hell. I'm screwed up here. But the Buccaneers, they played again on after the 21 season, January 16th, 2022, and the Buccaneers won that one too. And then they lost the next week too. Their nemesis. Oh, the Rams. The Rams, who they've never beaten in the playoffs. So that's why I need the Lions to win. If the Buccaneers somehow win, then they don't have to play the Rams. But so I've got the Buccaneers. What do you have?
Who's Kayla?
What do you have, Kayla?
I have the Eagles.
Okay, I saw that one coming. What do you got, Josh?
I picked this team to go to the Super Bowl. I'm going to take
Oh,
the
you did?
Eagles.
Okay.
I'm going to take the Eagles.
You don't have to justify it. Tommy?
Kind of does.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No.
I picked this team to go to the Super Bowl, so I'm gonna pick the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Okay. Chuck?
Eagles.
I was going to say, you picked against the Buccaneers all year. You might as well pick against them.
I think this is the first time I've picked against the Buccaneers in a long
Yeah,
time.
it's been a
The
while.
Eagles. Well, hello. Who are you picking?
Hi,
Special
special
guest.
guest PJ. Hi. Yeah, look at that. Oh, it's Louis. They're making food. Louis making food. So I think we're done for this week.
No, we're not. Oh yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Forgot we did the round already.
We'll be back next week to see who's happy and who's disappointed. And
Hopefully, we're all happy.
for Tim Shire, I'm
Will
Tim
be
Shire.
eliminated.
I'm Tim Shire.
I'm Josh Doe.
And I won't be eliminated.
Go
For
Browns.
Chuck and Tommy Shire, we'll see you next week.